Hey guys, oh wait, hold on. This dang microphone. Yeah, I'll just put it right here. Alright guys, welcome to the show. If you guys are watching, give it a thumbs up. Future decided that he just can't keep Ciara's name out of his mouth and wanted to mention her on his little radio. So you know we have to talk about it, right? You know we had to come on and make a video. I saw that a lot of YouTubers talked about it. They were quick with their reporting skills, and I want to thank you ladies because I know Impressive had it up, Olivia the Oracle, Live with Leah, and a couple of other people. And I just want you to notice something. The men who are agreeing with Future, I want you to look at the low quality men that are agreeing with Future. Future is saying that Russell Wilson is not a man. What exactly would make him a man, Future, if he was like you, having children with multiple women and just going about their business, going about his business and not being a family unit, not taking care of his family? How much of an effective father? Number one, this man is always on the road, and number two, how much time do you think he can really spread when it comes to these 6 children? His 6th child on the way by some woman named Eliza Rain, who was saying that Future did not want this 6th child, that he was threatening her. How seriously can I take you, Future, when you have this woman who's saying that you're threatening her? Shouldn't you be worried about the fact that you're making threats against this woman? Because if a man makes threats against me and my unborn child, that to me is cause for legal action. So I'm trying to understand, Future, you have your own problems to worry about. This woman, Eliza, this Instagram model, she's really a thought, honestly. She's naked all over the gram, but this Instagram model who's claiming to be pregnant by you is saying that you're threatening her and her unborn child. You have nothing else to worry about except for what Ciara is doing with her life. You have 6 baby mamas. You never hear him talk about his first baby mama like that. I don't even know his first baby mama's name. You don't hear him talk about the 2nd or the 3rd or the 5th or the 6th. It's just number 4, Ciara. He talks about Ciara all day. As a matter of fact, I said, you know what? Let this continue. Time will tell, because Future is a narcissist, okay? And right now he is on a smear campaign. Ciara has not spoken about him. Yes, Ciara did recently go to court in November or December when it came to their visitation rights, because she's saying Future does not even spend time with baby Future, that he is leaving that child with other people around him instead of him spending time with the child. But she has not come out and spoken about him. So him going and doing all these interviews and making all these tweets and all these subliminal messages about her, he's bitter. He is bitter that Ciara ended their engagement and found a better man. And only in the black community is a man who wants to be a family man considered a square, considered corny. Slim Thug, who many people alleged had sex and got his cousin pregnant, had the nerve to call Russell Wilson corny. Guys, what exactly is Slim Thug doing with his life right now? The last time I heard Slim Thug's name is when Beyonce made that song Check Up On It, which was in the early 2000s. So what I'm trying, and wasn't he also engaged to LaToya Luckett, I think? And he let that good thing go? Yet again, I couldn't marry a man that got his cousin pregnant. That's just really disgusting, honestly. Mm, mm, mm. But he wants to sit here and call Russell Wilson corny. And then you have Future trying to call Russell Wilson corny. And then I want you to notice the low vibration, because you know I'm big on this, the low hanging fruit men on YouTube and on Instagram taking up for Future. Future, Ciara is married now. If your problem is with her taking you to court, which I can understand because when you go to court, then it's these legal fees and blah, blah, blah. I get that, okay? I could understand that. Even though you should be spending time with your kid and not leaving him with people in your camp instead. But as far as, Russell Wilson is not a man. Future, who are you to say who is or isn't a man? Because Future, if you were a real man, you wouldn't have 6 children by 6 different women, because a real man understands that in order for him to be an effective father, because fathers are important in the Black community, he can't sit here and keep having all these children by all different women. Future, you're worth like what, 30 million? By the end of Russell Wilson's career, he's going to be worth $100 million. So your net worth is 70 million less than his. The fact that Russell is handsome, not only rich, he's actually a great guy. Like, people like Russell Wilson, and Future can't handle that. If Ciara decided that she was gonna get with Kareem from UPS or Tyrone from FedEx, Future would have felt more comfortable. But because Russell Wilson is a better man than he is, not only taking care of the child that him and Ciara have together, baby Sienna, but also taking care of Future, he can't handle that. Because Future doesn't even take care of his own children. This man, it's alleged that he does lean and other drugs. And you know his rap game is trash. It's funny that his name is Future, but he has no future. It is unattractive and unappealing to see a man. It's disgusting. If she moved on, why can't you move on? This man has 6 baby mamas. You ever hear him worrying about what the other 6 are doing? Now that they're married, he's clearly not going anywhere, and they're never going to get divorced. Because Ciara's not the divorce type, and neither is Russell Wilson. Well, he had to divorce his first wife because she wasn't being faithful. But yeah, thank you for your content. I don't even care for the pop culture. I just despise the descent of YouTube. Thank you so much. Hold on. I just despise the descent of YouTube. Okay, well, all right. No problem. You're welcome. I've never seen a man be so bitter before because a woman decides to move on with her life. I've always said you can always tell who wanted to stay in the relationship by who is bitter. And Future is bitter. Future, you and Ciara broke up and you were quick to go back to your first baby mama, Brittany Miale. You know, that kind of situation where somebody tells you, oh no, don't worry about that person, but then you see them with them. Yeah, that was Future with his baby mama before, Ciara. Now, Ciara's like, you know what? She's calmed down. Ciara has really calmed down, I could say that. And she has changed her life, and she's with a man because a man is supposed to bring out the best in you. So if Russell Wilson is saying, hey, we're going to live our lives this way, and Ciara is following him. If Russell Wilson is saying, hey, we're going to give our lives to God, and Ciara is following him, what's wrong with that? People really can't seem to fathom the fact that this man, who is the leader in the relationship, okay, because he's the one who told Ciara, hey, listen, let's wait until we're married to become intimate. People don't give Russell Wilson as much credit as he deserves, because they look at that man and they think because he's soft-spoken that he's a fool. Don't take somebody's kindness for weakness. Don't ever take somebody's kindness for weakness. People don't see that it is Russell Wilson who is leading that relationship. They don't see that it's Russell Wilson who's the one calling the shots and has been calling the shots from the beginning. But because Future is used to his baby mamas running back and forth with him and playing all these games with them. He thought he could do that with Ciara. In the minute that she just said, "Hey, I'm gonna love somebody else," he couldn't handle it. Doesn't Ciara have a song like that? I bet you'll start loving me soon as I start loving somebody else, somebody better than you. He cannot handle that Russell Wilson is a better father than him. He can't handle the fact that Russell Wilson spends more time with his son Future than he spends with his actual son and his other children as well. This man has so many baby mamas, and he has more to come because he can't help himself. You know he can't help himself. You trying to tell me that he couldn't just go and find another woman to focus on? He just has to be focused on Ciara. Remember, he told Brittany Mealy, "Oh, you're gonna go cry." This man doesn't care about women. I don't, because it's trash. I don't care for it's trash the way that he treats women because it's. I really wish that women would stop throwing themselves at Future. I really do. Because when somebody is that much of a narcissist and they are so evil, they need to be alone so that they can correct themselves. As a man, you should want the best for your son. And the reality is that Future is not the best for his son. With the lifestyle that he lives, with the way that he treats women, he is not the best for his son. You should want your son to be around a man that's going to teach him things. And the things that you would teach your son are not the same thing. Guys, how much, let's say that baby Future lived with Future and grew up with him. Do you know how differently he would grow up being raised by a lackluster, low-hanging fruit like Future? Because Future is low-hanging fruit. As opposed to being raised by a man of God, by a man of purpose like Russell Wilson. A lot of these men try to say, "Oh, it's a single mother, it's a single mother." Some of these men are raised with their fathers in their lives, and it really didn't make that much of a difference. Many are still emotional like women, don't know how to treat women, want to be treated like women when they're the men. This man has 6 baby mamas, and all day he talks about Ciara. You trying to tell me Ciara is the only one of your baby mamas that has ever taken you to court? All day he talks about that. All day. If you guys are watching this, give this a thumbs up. I want to know how many people are watching. You know, likes help me get recognized out here on these YouTube streets. All day he talks about Ciara. He doesn't have other baby mamas that he can talk about? I don't understand. This man literally has a woman pregnant right now, an Instagram thought. And you know she's an Instagram thought by the pictures that she takes. Do you think this man said, "You know what? I need to focus on myself. There are women out there who are trying to trap me. The more child support I'm paying, the less wealth I have in my own home." You think he's focusing on that? No. Instead, he's focusing on what Ciara and Russell Wilson are doing, saying that Russell Wilson is less than a man. Who you think is a real man between Future and Russell Wilson? If you guys are watching this, give this a thumbs up. Because I noticed I had 10 people watching and I have 1 thumbs up. Imagine the kind of man that he is. If you're truly an alpha male, you will make smart decisions. Starting with where you put your penis, okay? If you are truly an alpha male. Future is not an alpha male. A lot of you seem to put your worth in the women that you've been with, like, "Oh, because I've had a beautiful woman, or because I can get numerous beautiful women, I must be an alpha male." That does not make you an alpha male, because a true alpha male would know that these women are trying to trap you, Future, and you wouldn't have a thought like Eliza Rain pregnant right now. You know she's going to take you for child support, right? Future went and got Bow Wow's baby mama pregnant. How much of a simp do you have to be to get Joey Chavez pregnant? If she has Bow Wow on child support, you think that she's not going to put you on child support too? Are you serious? Look at the low quality women that you decide to engage with. Joey Chavez literally just had her baby last month. Then you have another woman who's pregnant, and you got Joey Chavez pregnant while you were with Brittany Miale, and you got Eliza Reign pregnant while you were with Brittany Miale. Who are you to say who is or is not a real man, Future, when you yourself are not a real man? You know he's going to go cry in the car, right? Because let me tell you something, when a man really doesn't care, he doesn't speak on it. He doesn't give it his energy. He doesn't give it the attention. Go look at many of Future's interviews. He even said that about the R. Kelly situation. He's like, you guys need to stop giving the R. Kelly situation attention because you're making it bigger than what it is. And then other people are going to talk about it once you talk about it. Well, then, Future, you need to take your own advice. You keep talking about this Ciara Russell Wilson situation. In my personal opinion, I think he's trying to cause drama. I think he's trying to be seen. Future, you're never going to get Ciara back. I don't even think personally that he wants any of the women that he's baby mamas with, that are his baby mamas. I really don't. I think that he likes playing these games. And when he saw that Ciara abandoned ship quickly, because as soon as she had baby Future and she saw Future wasn't serious, she left him. He's like, wait a minute. He's not used to a woman that respects herself. He's not used to a woman that's not going to let him walk all over her. He was shocked. He didn't know what to do. He's like, wait a minute. How am I supposed to handle this situation? When Ciara decided that she was not going to put up with the disrespect, Future didn't know what he was going to do with himself. I want you to look at all the women. Good evening, that guy from Texas. Welcome. If you guys are watching, give it a thumbs up. I want you to go and look at Future's past. Future does not post any of the women that he has dated except for Ciara. He doesn't post any of those women on Instagram except for Ciara. When he proposed to her, he was like, oh, this is my queen, my queen. You guys remember that post on Instagram? He was like, oh, my queen, my queen. That's the only woman that he thought that he could marry is Ciara. Slim Thug has sex with his cousin allegedly. We don't take what he says seriously, that guy from Texas. Now that Ciara has moved on with her life, it's a problem. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Raising Cane. Now that Ciara has decided she's not going to be disrespected, let me tell you something, ladies. When you decide you're not going to play a man's reindeer games, that guy from Texas, he did. Yeah, that's what they are alleging. Many blogs have said that the woman that Slim Thug got pregnant is his cousin. So I'm trying to understand why a man who got his cousin pregnant, allegedly, is over here calling anybody else a square. Like, sir, you need to focus on yourself, okay? Maybe that's why he thinks Russell Wilson is a square, because he likes to have sex with his cousins and he likes to keep it in the family. I can't take anything Slim Thug says seriously. If you go and you research into Slim Thug's past, King Stan, welcome, welcome. If you go research into Slim Thug's past, you can't take him seriously. Only in the Black American community is a thug praised and a man who is a family man who is living his life right called a square. Do you understand how dysfunctional that is, black people? Black people, do you understand how dysfunctional that is, that you're calling a man of God a square, corny, lame? Future, meanwhile, is having sex and getting all these Instagram thoughts pregnant, and you don't think that's a problem? I don't even like Future. And even my advice to him is like, listen, these women are clearly trying to trap you. Like Eliza Reign. But you so stupid you can't even see it. Future, you think you a real man? You sat there and you got Bow Wow's baby mama pregnant? And you know what? Future wants to be mad that, oh, Ciara's taking him to court. Okay, dude, you have 6 baby mamas. You think that these women are not going to put you on child support too? These women who are pregnant by a famous rapper with a net worth of $30 million, you think Joey Chavez has Bow Wow on child support, but she not going to put you on child support? Are you serious right now? Future is literally a professional cleanup guy, and he's talking about Russell Wilson is not a real man. When Russell Wilson is the one who takes the lead in the relationship with Ciara. Are you serious right now? When Russell Wilson is like, no, we have to be the ones to wait till marriage and we have to give our lives to God. Are you serious? The only time I've ever heard Future talk about God is when he was making fun of Ciara and Russell Wilson's relationship. Saying, no, she didn't make me wait until we were married to have sex and we prayed after. I'm really supposed to sit here and take Future seriously and take Slim Thug seriously? And you know what, ladies? You have to also, actions speak louder than words, so you have to be about your action too. I really wish that all of Future's hoes would dry up. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing talked about rappers who call themselves Lil Thug or Baby. What did she say? I've been hearing a lot of great things about Frances Cress. I know she died not too long ago, but Frances Cress Welsing, yeah. I've heard a couple of pro-black YouTubers talk about her. I know she had a book. I do want to read some of her work. That sister was brilliant. Yeah, I have to read some of her work. We as black people, we don't, well, I see it. Maybe it's you guys who don't see it. Because let me tell you something. I can't put myself with the dysfunction if I'm not contributing to it. A lot of you guys, the ISIS papers required reading. Okay, I'm going to check it out. A lot of you guys, you don't see the dysfunction. How can a man be an effective father and have 6 kids by 6 different women? He's not with a single one of those women. Not a single one. He didn't say, you know what? Let me pick one of these baby mamas so I can at least be a 24/7 dad to one of these kids and so that we could be a family unit. I want you guys to go look at the Instagram thought he has pregnant. And then for him to go and say, oh, Russell Wilson is not a real man. Russell Wilson has never insulted Future. You realize that? He has never insulted Future. He's never even spoken on Future, as a matter of fact. What about no sex before marriage? Ciara and Russell Wilson did not have sex before they got married. I talked about that. I talked about how Russell said that they should wait, and they did wait, and he's a man of God. I can't take Future seriously. I cannot take a man who has 6 kids by 6 different women seriously. Yeah, she shagged Future. I didn't say that she didn't have sex. Clearly, she had sex with Future. How else would baby Future be here? But Russell Wilson is a man of God, and he said, listen, if you gonna be in a relationship with me, we are going to wait until we get married. Now, Ciara could have said, no, I'm not going to do that. But she decided to follow his lead as he is the man in the relationship. Now they're over there minding their business, and Future is giving interviews about them. It's like, dude, you're lame. Ciara is never coming back to Future. And I don't think he can handle that. The way he plays games with his other baby mamas, I don't think he can handle that. She waited too late to get morals. Well, men are complaining left and right that these women need to make better choices, so better late than never, right? Better late than never. You guys can't complain that you want women to make better choices. What would you want? You would want her to go from having a kid with Future, and then what, you want her to go be a baby mama to Bow Wow, and then a baby mama to like a Little Wayne, and to keep the cycle of dysfunction going? Or would you rather her, okay, she found a man of God, now she's taking his lead and living her life the way that she should have been living her life beforehand? I'm happy that Ciara got her life together. She needed to marry a man with kids. Well, that's not who God sent for her. Dr. Francis Cress also explained that calling yourself little, thug, or baby implies that you're reducing yourself down to a child or a criminal. And many of these rappers, they are thug rappers. They really are thug rappers. Like, listen to what they rap about. It's nothing of substance. A man who knows his worth is not going to downgrade anyone. Exactly. So why is he sitting here talking about, oh, Ciara, Russell Wilson, he's not a real man, I don't want to meet him? What? He downgraded. Aaron, you know what's so crazy about you thinking that he downgraded to Ciara, a woman who is also rich and famous in her own right? This man was a divorcee, a recent divorcee too. So it's, people like to sit here and act like Russell Wilson literally just came down from heaven. Like, he's a divorcee. So yeah, you a nice guy and everything, but you a divorcee. You procreate with a hood booger and this trolling happens. Ciara doesn't talk about him. Russell had no kids though. Yeah, he may not have had kids, but he was also a former swirler, number one. Number two, he was also a divorcee. A recent divorcee. I'm glad Russell divorced that hideous Becky and turned around and married a beautiful black woman. That's unheard of. Yeah, I saw that white woman he was married to. I'm like, she is not cute. Like, whew, thank God Ciara came when she did, right? Can you imagine if he had kids with that Becky? Oh my gosh. That Caucasian Becky was not cute at all. I took one look at that woman and I'm like, this isn't it. We have some cute white women like a Rachel McAdams or maybe a Scarlett Johansson, Blake Lively. You haven't noticed that when these men marry white women, that they always marry ugly or average looking white woman? You ever noticed that? Okay, I am Aaron. So you said in your videos that you had a child, right? So you married a woman who I'm assuming probably didn't have any kids. So do you think she shouldn't have married you because she didn't have kids and you did? She looks like Ghost from Power. Yeah, she was not a good looking woman. I just couldn't get with how Russell Wilson got with her. I could never comprehend. I'm like, how did that happen? You trying to tell me that none of these women, she has no children? Okay, so because you met your wife and she didn't have children, and you did, and you had your kids out of wedlock too, do you think that she should not have been with you because you had children and she didn't have children? Slim Thug said, how did Ciara go from a street dude like Future to a square like Russell Wilson? Slim Thug said that. Okay, well, Aaron, you just like Ciara then. You had kids out of wedlock and then you married somebody who didn't have kids. That's it. Slim Thug said that because, first of all, nobody was checking for Slim Thug, because the last thing I remember from Slim Thug was the checkup on his song in the early 2000s. Nobody was checking for a Slim Thug. Tell me the last song that you know Slim Thug produced. Nobody was checking for a Slim Thug. He lost Latoya Luckett. He was engaged to her, and allegedly they had broken up because he got his cousin pregnant. Who the hell has sex with their cousin? Who in their right mind does some nastiness like that? That's some backwoods, deep, redneck South kind of stuff. Who does that? Who does that? And then he's going to come out and say that Russell Wilson is a square and he's corny and he's a lame. Only in the black community, if you stay out of trouble, are you considered a lame. What the F is a Slim Thug? You know, Slim Thug, we need to stop playing around with the thugs and the gangsters. Ooh, ooh, boy, you looking like you like what you see. What you come over and check up on it? I'ma let you work up on it. You know that song Beyonce made in like 2005, 2006? Guys, don't ever make me sing again. Don't ever make me do it again. That's a Slim Thug. The one who's out here having sex with his cousin. Him. That's another thing. Guys, incest, isn't that illegal? Why is he not in jail? Does anybody know why he's not in jail? Why he's not in prison? Cece went from wrong dude to the right dude. Exactly. I listened to the Jackson 5. Okay. This is exactly what I mean when it comes to Future. Future. Baby mamas. Cassandra Christina, welcome, welcome. You have 6 baby mamas. His 6th baby mama is going to take him to court, okay? Cousin marriage is legal in America. Woo, child and nasty. So there's a girl. And in case you guys didn't know this, he has her pregnant. Eliza Rain, okay? She has all her titties out, all her kitty cat out, all her butt out on Instagram. She's a thought. We know she's an Instagram thought. We know if a rapper gets her pregnant, it's going to be the best thing that ever happened to her, and that's her come up in life. She's on Instagram all day, looking for attention, saying Future is her baby daddy, saying that he threatened her and he doesn't want the kid. Why do you think he doesn't want the kid? He don't want to pay child support. He doesn't want to get dragged through the mud for the money. But do you think he decided to himself, listen, these women are trying to trap me. I need to be a little bit more serious. I need to be more careful with who I lay down with. Eliza Rain looks worse than a Black China, even worse than an Amber Rose, even worse. Do you think he said to himself, listen, I need to be serious. I can't keep getting these Instagram thoughts pregnant. Nope. Let's think about it like this. So Brittany Miale, that's baby mama number 3. That's the baby mama before Ciara. He went right back to Brittany Miale after him and Ciara broke up. Because I guess he was trying to make her jealous. And then he gave Brittany Miale a ring. It's like, wait a minute. Isn't that the engagement ring you gave Ciara? So instead of this man saying, hey, let me buy you a new engagement ring, I'm just going to give you the one that I gave to the other woman and we going to call it a day. Got that other woman's energy on it and our relationship energy on it and everything. But, you know, I'm going to give you this ring. Cheats on this woman because it was never official that they were engaged. Cheats on this woman with Joey Chavez. Joey Chavez is Bow Wow's first baby mama. Gets Joey Chavez pregnant. All right, Future. Now, what do you think? She put Bow Wow on child support. Do you think she won't put you on child support? Do you think that she's going to say, you know what? You just contribute what you have. It's cool. No. She's going to put you on child support. Going to be talking about her on radio shows and Instagram and all. No. A lot is saying that she's not only taking him to court for child support, but she's also for emotional distress and all these things being her. He has not made public comment and getting this pregnant. Is pregnant, still pregnant right now. Yet he is still so focused on Ciara. He is steadily focused on Ciara. That's how I know that Future is bitter, because if he was making a public announcement about things he felt that made him look bad, Eliza Reign said, "You trying to kill her and you're trying to kill the unborn child the two of you have together." But you don't have anything to say about that. But you have something to say about Ciara and Russell Wilson. I cannot take you. Let me tell you something. This isn't just for Future. It's for Lil Wayne. Old dirty bastard is not alive. God rest his soul. But you know, like men like that who have all these kids by all these different women. Shawty Low. These, God rest his soul too. I cannot take men who have numerous children by numerous women seriously, because you're showing me that you're not a family man. I cannot take you seriously. I cannot. And I wish you women would stop letting these bums get you pregnant. I really do. I don't even understand half the things that Future says. And he was born and raised in America. Let me read some of these. Maybe it's legal in Texas. Ugh, King Stan, what? Ugh, ugh. Black China is disgusting, so is Amber Rose. Instagram thoughts are horrible. Future's gonna be broke and not being able to pay his child support. Exactly. Bow Wow is broke. Bow Wow is broke. Bow Wow has mental problems. Bow Wow is suicidal. I mean, Bow Wow has everything wrong with him. Black American men just don't learn. They seriously don't. Rob Kardashian is with another Instagram thought. Oh yes, Alexis Scott. And it's like some of you men are so silly. You don't even see these women coming from a mile away. What woman you know who respects herself who's going to be working in a strip club? What woman you know who respects herself is going to be on Instagram like these women being thirsty for men's attention all day? I want you to go and look at my Instagram page. You don't see one naked or half naked picture. I do not need thirsty men on Instagram to validate me to know that I'm beautiful. I know that I'm beautiful with my clothes on. Yet you men, for some reason, you seem to think that it's like the best thing in the world when you get these women pregnant. I would never touch an Instagram thought. They're so disgusting, shaking my head. Well, that's not most men. Most of you men are thirsty. You're like, oh, these girls are pretty, and you're just happy that they're giving you attention, not knowing that this woman has been around town and up the block and around the corner. I cannot, again, guys, I can't take Future seriously. Future is bitter. And he's mad. And when you say that a man, let me tell you something right now. As a man, when you say that a man is not a man, please understand that you are poking at that man, okay? You are poking at him. You are poking at that man's, trying to take a poke at that man's ego. If one day Russell Wilson and Future were to ever throw down, Future, who is a man who looks like he don't hit the gym and he's out here drinking purple lean, and then we have Russell Wilson, who can literally run yards around this man. Who do you think is going to win? I don't understand as a man how you come at another man and say that he's not a man when he's raising your child and he's at home with your child and you not at home with your child. What? You don't send this man a thank you card or something? I don't trust Instagram after all that blackfishing incident. Oh yeah, these girls pretending to be black. Now, is that a Black Cartman? Is that a South Park character? It's all kinds of men, not just black men, who have more than one lady they have kids with. Don't forget about their Dubai prostitution trips. Oh my gosh, yes. I was watching this guy. I think his name is Superfly or Super Scent or something like that. And he said these Instagram women are going to Dubai to get shat on. I'm like, ew. And then you see these women and they're living these lavish lifestyles, and it's like, I know Flat Tummy Tea doesn't pay that much. I know, because I promote, you know, these teas and whatnot on my Instagram. I'm like, how did you afford to get to Dubai? My only thing about the whole Dubai thing is now if there's a hardworking woman that actually is rich, or is upper middle class and saved her money to travel there, now it's going to be a problem. It's Token from South Park. You know, I learned that they call him Token because he's literally the only black person in South Park. I was like, dang. Why they did Token like that? Why did they do that to them? Why? I used to like South Park. There was a I forgot the guy's name who used to play Chef, and I should know his name at the top of like at the drop of a hat. But it used to be a really funny show. Guys, we have to talk about this dysfunction, about why people think that these men who have numerous kids by numerous women, why they are given the false label of alpha males, and then a man who decides, listen, I'm just gonna be with this woman and be a family man, why is he considered a beta male? Isaac Hayes, yes, thank you. I'm trying to understand why this is even encouraged. And you know what? It's not just the black community, but it is mostly the black community, and that's a problem. Isaac Hayes with Chef, yes. I cannot name too many white celebrities who are in a situation where this man has 6 baby mamas. I don't know any. Not saying that it doesn't exist, but I just don't know any. I mean, Hugh Hefner, he had all the women. He needed not to get these hoes pregnant. So when is your wedding, Bianca? Whenever the Lord decides it is. I will record it though. I will record it for Instagram. Jahan Taite, keep y'all legs shut. Who is y'all? I don't entertain these thugs. Who is y'all? See, I get a lot of these comments on my channel from men who don't understand that I don't entertain thugs. I've never thought thugs were cute. Black women. Well, you need to let the women in your life know not to entertain thugs, because I use my platform to let women know that these are not men that they should be entertaining. There was actually a great movie called Chirac, where in the movie the women are like, listen, we're tired of all the violence that's going on. We're not going to have sex with the men anymore. Here's the thing, ladies. You shouldn't have been having sex with a thug in the first place. You shouldn't be entertaining these men in the first place, okay? So when I hear things like that, it's kind of like, are you serious? You shouldn't be entertaining anyways. I've never seen Chirac. It wasn't really all that, I'm not gonna lie. That's the point of the movie that I never understood. Like, Nick Cannon was like some serious gangster. And then she's like, I forgot the woman's name. She cute though. But she's like, hey, I'm not gonna have sex with you. And then all the women went on a sex strike. And it's like, what would you be doing having sex with a gangster in the first place? Are you serious? You shouldn't have been entertaining a thug in the first place. You shouldn't be bothered with this kind of guy in the first place. Take the morning after pill. John, tell that to women in your life who are entertaining thugs. Most of you guys wouldn't even have to do any of this if you would just use protection. I mean, guys, contraceptives are literally everywhere. So when I hear that some of you guys got some of these Instagram thoughts pregnant, thugs get all the women. No, thugs get all the low-level women. There's no woman who respects herself who's going to entertain a thug. Really look at some of these guys at the really look at some of the thugs in your local hoods. Look at the kind of women that they get. These women out of shape. Hair's not even theirs. doesn't they don't speak proper English. So what kind of woman is that? What kind of quality woman is that? And you guys are really mad that these men get these low-hanging fruit women. There is no woman out there who respects herself who will entertain a thug because they know that nothing good can come from being around these men. They know that these men don't stick around and take care of their families. And if you don't know that, ladies, you're stupid. And for you men out there, you should know better than to be getting these Instagram thoughts pregnant. You should know when you see a Joey Chavez, you know, oh no, she caught Bow Wow. She kind of trapped Bow Wow. I can't get trapped. You should know when you see an Eliza Rain, oh no, oh no, 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 no. But it's like some of you are just so blinded by, oh, she's gonna let me tap that. You think it's the best thing ever. Oh, she's gonna let me hit it on the first date. I didn't came up in life. You think it's the best thing ever, not knowing that this woman she's preying on you. John Tay, speak for your mom yourself. My mother, she raised me well. And so are my cousins too. We know not to entertain these thugs. If your family tree failed you, that's you. I knew better from a young age not to entertain anything that would affect me or my family, would not bring a child into a dysfunctional situation. Did you say Issa Rae? I can't his name. I really can't. Cute girl and Shannon and started and she's like, oh, it's like the reality is that you shouldn't have been with this man to begin with. Is you married? Do you mean are you married, John Tay? Are you married? Men, keep your thing in your pants too. At least use condoms, and ladies use birth control. They were made for reasons. All that to Future and Little Wayne and all these men who keep having all these kids, not sticking around for long periods of time. They can take care of them and be the effective fathers that they need to be in their lives. Like, can you really imagine what it would be like to be a son or a daughter to somebody like that? Who literally has no respect for themselves, no respect for your mother, no respect for women, no respect for their role that they're supposed to play as the father. It's just depressing. Ugh. All right, well, guys, I'm gonna go get some candy. You guys all have a nice night. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to donate, my PayPal link is somewhere in my About section. I just had to come on here and talk about this. John Tay, if you feel that way, why are you on my video? It's okay. When I get to the computer, I'll block you. I don't understand why some of you hate black women, but you come to my channel. It's like you know what it is? I think some people, they Google black women just so that they can come and that they control black women. It's like, if you do not like black women, why are you on the video? I'm gonna end the stream, guys. Stop Googling people you don't like. He's a troll. He definitely is. He's getting blocked. As soon as I get to as a matter of fact, hold on. Because I can actually block him from the computer if I get up for a second. I've been laying down in bed for too long. Fake hair. My hair is real. I actually have very, very long hair, if you guys have ever seen my natural hair. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I literally had to get up, go to my computer, remove every last one of those comments the troll wrote on my comment, and then I had to block him. And as you know, you cannot do that once the video is posted. And I was comfortable in my bed too. Ugh. Y'all, if you trolling me, can you troll me when you say I'm in front of the computer so that it's easier to block you? I hate it when people troll you and then you gotta literally get up to go to the computer to block them. Like, come on, guys. You're making me work too hard. Alright, guys, I'm ending this. Right now I'm watching some movie called Life, and some guy is trying to press Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence for their cornbread, so I gotta see how this ends.